Hey guys, Aramus555 here. Just doing my Karakuri deck profile for you today. I know a lot of people have been waiting for this, so I'm just going to get things started. It's not pure Karakuris, it's kind of more of just the control build, I guess you could call it. I was trying the pure Karakuris and Cash Cash. As much as I love Anatomy, Cash Cash was driving me nuts. So I just basically decided it wasn't worth the space. Yeah, so let's get started. So 2 Genex Neutron, I really like this guy. At first I didn't, but 1800 first turn he's really, really good. End phase he adds one of your 5 tuners to your hand. Usually you're going to be grabbing Ninishi, but he's really, really good. He's also a machine, so if he does stay on the field, you can synchro with him into a Beret or a Burrito. Next up you have 2 Merchant. I don't like 3. I do like 3. It's just that I think this format is a bit too slow. It's better if you're running the pure build, but if you're not, I think 2 is just a perfect number. He just adds, of course, her to your hand faster. That's really what these two guys are all about. It's just getting her as fast as you can. He's also level 2, so with these two I'm going to Neutralia Beast first turn, so it's actually quite good. You have your 3 Ninishi. She's one of the best cards in the deck, if not the best card. She's kind of your engine. Use her to make 7s or 5s all day long. And even if they Veiler her, you are running Instant Fusion and Cyber Dragon, so she's actually really good. You got 3 Kuick. I was only going to run 2 originally, but I decided 3 was just the best number just because the card's so amazing. It's kind of like a full Helm Knight, but it's bigger, and it doesn't have to grab tuners. It can X, Y, Z, and yeah, it's just an all-around very good card. 2 Nisamu. He's your Battle Searcher. I really didn't like him at first, and then I've just been testing him more. A lot of people have been saying to take him out, but oh, there's the dog. What? I can't let you up. I'm doing a video. Sorry guys. Yeah, I wasn't originally gonna run him, but I decided that he's, you just need the extra toolbox. I know a lot of people say to take him out because he's not good against Inzectors, and there's a lot of destruction in this format, but it's really not a big deal. He's just there in case you need him. 1 Saizan and 1 Nishipachi. They're your other 2 tuners. He just gives you that level 4 tuner if you need it to go into Burrito easier. And he obviously his effect is amazing. Gets you pluses off of Burrito. Plus he's just another level 3 tuner. So we also have 2 Cyber Dragon. A lot of people are going, why are you running Cyber Dragon? They're going to Chimera Tech Fortress Dragon you. Okay, so first of all, no one really side decks or main decks Cyber Dragons or Chimera Techs much anymore because no one's really afraid of machines. So it's really not a problem. And he's just a level 5. He gets around Thunder King Ryo. And he also just gives me a rank 5 to go into Burrito with Ninishi or Nishipachi. So I think you really got to run 2 Cyber Dragons. And then last is 2 Effect Veilers. Staple, not really going to say anything more about that. It's also level 1 tuner, so I can go into 8s and stuff. I have 7 up, but I don't do it very often. So that's the monster lineup. It's 18 monsters. Move on to the spells. So we have 2 Pot of Duality. A lot of people are like, why are you running this as well? I think you just need it for consistency. You don't always have to go off turn 1. Going off early is usually not the best play unless you have a really good setup. But it just kind of gives you more consistency of grabbing those guys early or just grabbing you some protection or whatever that you need. 2 Instant Fusions. I really like this card. It's awesome. Just gives you another rank 5, like Cyber Dragon, to synchro into Burrito easier. And yeah, it's just an all-around very good card. 2 MSTs and Heavy Storm. I was originally running the pure Karakuris, and I was only running 2 MST and Heavy Storm, then I was running 3 Royal Decree. But I decided Royal Decree is it's a good card, but it's better in the side deck. This is better in the main just because, of course, Future Fusion, face-up spells, and Heavy Storm is just broken. So I'm really liking this. Then I have more room for more trap protection. Pot of Avarice, one of my favorite cards ever, and it's amazing. In this deck, it's just I wish it was at 2 still because this deck just fills up the graveyard so fast. It's nutty. Limit Removal. A lot of people don't run this. I love Limit Removal personally. It gets in the OTKs. Use it during the damage step. And your opponent sometimes thinks that you have the damage on the board to leave them with a couple thousand life points left, and all of a sudden the last attack you drop this thing, do an extra 2,800 or 2,600, and that's game. So it's actually a really good card. And then staples, of course, we got Book of Moon, Monster Reborn, Darkhole. There is 1 card or 2 cards in here that I just want to say really quickly that I'm not running, and I do kind of want to make room for them. I just don't know where. is I'd like to run a Gores. I do really like Gores. And Mind Control is actually fantastic in this deck because of all the tuners and XYZ and all that stuff. So probably if I wasn't running Instant Fusions, I'd probably be running those two, but I just like Instant Fusion too much. So I can't really find room for them. If you guys have any suggestions, feel free to comment down below, obviously, and let me know what you think. And so we got 2 Compulsory Evacuation Device for traps. I don't have Fiendish Chains, but this card's actually surprisingly very good. This deck has a hard time getting around heroes, so this card wrecks Shining. It's very good against Zen mains, which is another evil card. So yeah, I really like Compulsory. 2 Bottomless, you guys know I love it now that Priority's gone, so I gotta run 2. The Solemn Brigade, nothing more to say about that. 1 Starlight Road. Now, the 1 Starlight Road is just because Torrential, Dark Hole, Mirror Force, and this card is one of my favorite cards in the game as well. It's very, very good. Sometimes you draw it late game and you wish you had it earlier, but that's just how the cards roll. And last but not least, Mirror Force. You guys know I just love this card too much to take it out. Just thinking about dropping it for Gores or the Mind Control, but for right now it's still in testing. Now, a lot of you guys are going to be like, why aren't you running Torrential? Well, the main thing is that as much as I like Torrential, it's kind of like Samurais in this deck where you commit a lot to the field, and then Torrential is just kind of detrimental, and you really don't want to be minusing yourself off of it, so it's just not worth it. So yeah, guys, that's the deck. Let me know what you guys think about the Mind Control and the Gores, and if I should change the monster lineup at all. It's the one thing I'm not really too sure about. Another card I was thinking about actually dropping was the Limiter Removal from Mind Control, but I still like that card too much. It's the reason I run machines and love the deck. Okay, so let me just quickly get this out of the way here. Just going to move it over, and I'm just going to go through the extra deck for you guys. I know some people keep asking me in my other videos, what's your extra deck, so I guess I might as well start posting kind of what I run. So I only run 2 Barreto. I don't think you need 3. You do run Avarice, and he's like the sexiest ulti ever, next to Shien, and Herald of Perfection, obviously. But yeah, I really like Barreto at 2. There's just the biggest problem with Yu-Gi-Oh right now, in my opinion, in the game is the extra deck. Konami needs to make it 20 cards because there's just not enough room anymore to run all the stuff you want to run or you need to run, and it's just getting so clogged that a lot of times you get in a duel and you're not running the cards you want to run, and you look back and say, why am I not running that instead of something else? And it's just so irritating. So yeah, if I had room, I'd probably be running 3 him and 3 beret, but it's just 2 and 2 at the moment. I don't think you need more than that, but some duels, like I said, I wouldn't mind having a 3rd beret, just because you can go into them pretty easily, or even a 3rd Barreto, but I think 2 and 2 is fine, just for space issues. So yeah, those are them. We have 1 Maitreya Landois. I actually really like this guy because you get him out in the field, and you have some protection, and you have a bunch of dead spells in your hand, like MSTs or something. This guy's just really good against Chaos Dragons, because sometimes you can have these cards dead in your hand. These make him, or those make him live, and I just like Landois. I think he's a very underplayed card, especially if you don't get your Veilers up. Nat Beast, staple in the deck, you gotta run it. I do run 2 8s. I run Stardust, obviously because I run Starlight Road, right there. And Scrap Dragon, just because there's some duels where I was like, man, I wish I had Scrap Dragon and I didn't have it on the field and I would have won. Galactic God, if you're watching this, you know what I'm talking about. So I decided to make room for him and put him in. And I just like Scrap. I just think he's one of the best level 8s that they've ever made. That's another card that I wasn't originally running, and I decided there was too many times that if I had Black Rose, I could have done some damage. So I decided to put Black Rose back in, and I've been happy with it so far. It's good. And the deck makes 7 so easily, and then you can, even if you go 1-2 to make Black Rose and you hit 3 of their cards, it's still a +1. So, yeah. I know it gets Veiler and stuff, but whatever. Sometimes you gotta take the chance. And 1 Catastrophe for my last level 5. I don't run Magical Android. It's just... What's not Magical Android? Hyperlayer Brain. It's just not really worth it. Catastrophe is just good. 1 Utopia. He's my only rank 4. If I had room, I'd be running probably a Maestroke as well, but I don't, so I gotta run Utopia. And I also have 2 Cybersaurus for the instant fusions. I may actually cut him down to 1 just because of Avarice, and you usually only need 1 of these to go off. but just for now, 2's fine, and kind of need it. I obviously still are, of course, run Chimeritic Fortress Dragon. That is my 14th card. I just haven't taken them out of my binder yet. Now, a question I want to ask you guys, and I haven't really decided what I want to do. I want to rank 3 in the deck, because the deck can make rank 3 sometimes with 2 Ninishis. It's either going to be Golem, probably Leviathan Dragon, or Leviair. I really like Leviair, just because they will sometimes bottomless your Genex Neutrons, or you can bring back one of their banished cards, especially against Chaos Dragons and stuff, and then you can Synchro really easily. Or they banish your Kuick, and you can bring them back and then go for a Synchro play. So it's kind of an iffy thing. I also like Golem because he just gets over, because really the biggest monsters I can make is 2800, so he gets over bigger monsters that I otherwise can't make. I know Beret obviously puts stuff in defense so I can get over them, but he's just in case. The only thing with him I don't really like is obviously once he's on the field, I can't special summon, so that sucks. But anyways, let me know what you guys think. I want to run a rank 3 in here for my 15 extra deck card, but I'm not sure what to run. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. Anyways, that's the deck. That's my Karakuris, and hopefully you guys like the deck profile. If you have any comments, feel free to leave them down below. Otherwise, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Peace!